20 seconds to go before the first race on Saturday, December 19, with a giant righty. Look at the boat's midline lifted on starboard, and the boats that would have been laid at the pin are now flying up to the line, and will actually do pretty well, despite being at the unfavored end. 32.45 is the leewardmost boat in a giant righty. So Warp Drive took the leeward end. This is Frank McNamara here, now luffing the main and a giant righty blast at the leeward end. And so they're doing okay. And all of a sudden there's a header. The breeze has definitely stopped lifting the boats at the right end. McNamara is not getting that header yet. He is gaining on the fleet despite starting at the unfavored end. They are actually slowly putting more and more boats behind. They're up to about 6th place right now, despite the continuing righty, and now they're headed. If the fleet gets headed, they can tack. They'll be winning the race. Well, the fleet's not getting headed for McNamara. They're the only boat headed right now. You can see them standing up straight. It's not just a lull, it's a big velocity header. They're behind the buildings now, and the rest of the fleet continues to charge. So Frank tacks, and will have to eat some pretty big losses here due to that shift. Okay, the wind is shifting elsewhere now. It is finally going left. The leaders are tacking, and that puts Frank McNamara back up in about 5th or 6th place. So Warp Drive still leading on the right. Wasabi's doing really well there in the middle. Looks like that's Kevin Mullen, and 4119. That's deep. It's registered to Mike Cannon, but it looks like Matt Flynn and Down are your 3 leaders. Okay, a little bit of a change there. The 3 leaders are the same. Oh, big header on the right. Franzel is moving up. He's in 403. He's about to get headed, but hasn't yet. And so now Franzel is challenging for 2nd at the righty points. Okay, 3rd baddie already in the first race, but Frank McNamara now lifted on port. It is now challenging for the lead if that lefty holds. It's McNamara's boat, then Deke. I think that's Matt Flynn is looking good in that lefty. A couple of boats have come all the way over here and looking for a lefty themselves. They appear to be getting it now a little bit. Boy, 87 is just reaching down into the other boat and now tacking. Breeze is going light up top. Somebody's moving up there on the white boat. That Franzel is making the most of the hole and sailing right through Deke. Frank McNamara is totally down speed, and on not only that, but also velocity header. He's back up a little bit, maybe 3rd now. And the black boat has done well here by going left. The lefty's finally hit there, looking pretty good too. Okay, we believe the black boat is Sorcerer with Tim O'Day, and they are going to be challenging for the lead. Now they're a little headed there, but yeah, I think they are going to be up there in any case, because the leader, Franzel, is finally coming over to port, starboard, and just on the outside of a lifting puff to get him to the mark. If that puff comes down to him, he's the leader, but Tim O'Day might be able to get in there on port. Going to be close. I think the black boat has it, unless Franzel suddenly accelerates. Okay, he's tacking, and he's clear ahead, and no problem with Franzel. Meanwhile, the rest of the fleet has all but 3 boats has gone right to check out the courageous race. Deke is 3rd. Frank McNamara is on his team is 4th. And 2109, they were the early leader committee boat that went right. Warp Drive, they are 5th. And it looks like Wasabi, who was right with the black boat that's leading the race, is now rounding in 6th. Around the weather mark, Franzel immediately jibed and then winged, and I think he's already gotten over Warp Drive as a result. Bunch more boats still coming in on the starboard ley line. Tim O'Day rounded first and opted for port. Dave rounded the same gate mark, but then tacked to starboard. Now O'Day is tacked up to windward, and we think should be able to hold on for the lead. A couple boats have gone around the unfavored mark. However, they're rounding onto a lift, and if they get a knock, they'll be looking pretty good. So Franzel tacked to the finish. Wind is favored. It's going to tack right back. However, it'll be a little late. The black boat is going to hang on for the wind by only 2 feet. Nice job, both boats. 2109, who was leading early, is dropped to about 4th or 5th and now up to 3rd. As the righty holds on here, all the boats that are on starboard generally laying the finish, with the exception of boats that either rounded the other gate mark or tacked right away. Breeze has increased and gone right some, reinforcing cold air coming in for tonight.